Good morning, Dopey, and welcome to another late episode of Good Morning, Dopey, our deep yet shallow dive into the daily reflections. And I'm just realizing how important Howard Beach is to this process because I forget about it every morning. Fucking hell. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope everybody's well. Fucking hope the summer is not ending too quickly, and if it's not a great summer, I hope it passes very fast. I am at my father's house in Manhattan getting shit done. And today is August 9th. And yesterday we made a list, and today is of all persons we had harmed. And nobody added their people on the list of people they've harmed. Anyway, one of the key words in the 8th step is the word all. I am not free to select a few names for the list and to disregard the others. It is a list of all persons I have harmed. I can see immediately that this step entails forgiveness, because if I'm not willing to forgive some, there's little chance I will place his name on the list. Before I placed the first name on the list, I said a little prayer. I forgive anyone and everyone who has ever harmed me at any time and under any circumstances. It is well for me to contemplate a small but very significant... I didn't like that angle of me reading like that. Two-letter word every time the Lord's Prayer is said. The word is as. I ask, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Yeah, I'm not really liking how I'm looking in this video. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. In this case, as means in the same manner. I am asking to be forgiven in the same manner that I forgive others. As I say this portion of the prayer, if I am harboring hatred or resentment, I am inviting more resentment, where I should be calling on the spirit of forgiveness. All right, I think this is great. I'm actually doing an 8th step with a sponsee. And I think there's a lot of important shit in this. First of all, we do an 8th step in order to get past stuff, to move forward, to clean our side of the street. So being willing to make amends to everybody is crucial in being free. Right? It's like I'm like Jimmy Swaggart over here, giving my sermon. I never thought that this would be my life, and I cannot wait for October 31st when this will not be my life anymore. I think I didn't do this step perfectly. Or maybe not thoroughly enough. More and more I walk around in the world and think about my life, the more I feel like I don't remember anything. I don't remember everybody I harmed. I harmed so many people. I don't remember most of it. I was on crazy dosages of heroin and benzos all the time. So how can I remember every person I harmed? I didn't go around the buildings that I lived in where I borrowed money from people. I guess I paid them all back though. And I did make an amend to my father. And when I run into anybody that it pops back in my head, I make an amend, and I make a living amend. But the key is willingness. Are you guys willing to make amends to everybody you have harmed? I wish they made a drug that was like kind of like the limitless drug, but it was like, and I'm sure for people who suffer Alzheimer's and dementia, they want it more than I do. But I wish I could like take something and get really high. No, I wish I could take something and remember everything. Like, I remember I wasn't sober, but I had just gotten off heroin and benzos. The first time, or one of the times. I'd moved back from Los Angeles with my ex-girlfriend, and we went to stay. We moved to Burlington, and we went to stay in my parents' house upstate, my father's opulent lake house, and my mother was still alive, and my life was so fucked up. And I remember wishing I had a device that could play back the memories of even like the greatest hits of the biggest fuck ups I had ever had, because it would be fun to relive them. And I had really very little good in my life at that point, and that was my big dream. And now I have so many good things in my life, and I still want to see that shit for some reason. Like, I have decent memory of my time with my family, but I would love to go back and see all that shit, you know, just to understand it better. But I am willing to make amends to all the people I have harmed, and I hope you guys are too. I hope you've gotten something out of this daily reflection. I apologize for this lighting and my face and this kind of view. Here's you want to see the rest of the house. Look, should have done it with that. Look at all that depth of field. Let's see. Yeah, this would have been a much better daily reflection, right? I'm not doing it again. It's all in there. Stay strong, Dopey Nation, and fucking toodles for Chris.